Shout out the Hector Show, pussy.
What's up? This is I'll Drink to That. Nico DeGallo.
Hello.
Whoa. We're getting people who have no following on. We're really boosting the love here.
Yeah, bro. Getting the Latinos on here. I like that.
Dude. Just no. All right. Let's start it over again. I'll Drink to That with Nico DeGallo. We are getting the Latinos on, guys.
Yeah, mi gente.
Listen. All right. I'll tell you later. No, we have I think actually I was looking at our like analytics, and like we have it's mostly U.S. but we have some Albanian fans and some fans in like Central America.
A lot of doormen. A lot of doormen in the community. The doorman community, the Famiglia's Pizza Shop.
That's actually probably from James Patrick.
I can see that.
Yeah, he's coming on in like a week or two, actually.
Oh, man, how funny is he?
He's not. He actually had a really good set last night.
Did he?
So I shouldn't be talking shit. Anything you want to plug before we get started? We're sponsored by Buds and Bagels.
Buds
and Bagels.
I love bagels, bro. Anything I want to plug? No, just follow me on Instagram. Pico de Gallo 13, PIKODEGALLO 13, and just follow me and see what happens. That's about it.
Yeah, see what happens. See what happens to your girl, dude. She better not be white. He's coming there.
Yeah.
You're talking about Mexicans taking your job. This Mexican's taking your girl.
Yeah, my wife is white.
Yep.
She's white.
Yeah, she is, dude. We kind of like swapped, dude.
You think? Oh. Your girl's what?
Puerto Rican. You're not Puerto Rican, though.
Puerto Rican is like she's... No, I'm not Puerto Rican.
I feel like you're like Ecuadorian.
Close, but I'm not.
Guatemalan?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Keep going. I'll let you keep thinking.
Costa Rican?
No. See, you're thinking Long Island. Like, you're stuck in that Long Island world. All the Central Americans. Keep going, though.
Oh, you're South American?
South American,
Peruvian?
bro. No, close.
Colombian?
There you go. Bang, 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 bang.
You see, dude, I'm not racist. If I was racist, I would have been like, listen here, you fucking Mexican.
The thing is, like...
You ever realize how... Sorry.
No,
I'll let you get back to that. But you ever realize how, like, people who are, like, super racist go, like, Mexican? Like, they don't pronounce it.
Really?
They go, yeah, these fucking Mexicans.
You know what? I don't think I've ever met someone that said Mexican.
Really?
Never.
All right, dude, you haven't hung out on Long Island, dude.
I mean, I went to school. I went to college out there for a little bit.
Where'd you go, Stony Brook?
I went to Nassau Community College. Does that even count?
Yeah, dude.
Does that count?
Yeah, you're my alma mater.
Alma mater.
Right, isn't that what they're called?
Yeah.
We're alumni, Nassau Community College.
Nassau Community College, bro. What is that?
Eddie Murphy went there.
He did. And so did Ian Edwards.
Yep.
Shout out, bro. Comedy.
We're making it, guys.
Did you ever go to the bars out there, like the Hofstra bars?
Yeah, we did. I did security out there.
Which one?
Area 516.
Area 516.
But I used to hang out at Bangers. And I never really hung out at Daddy Logos, but like the
McKeeb's.
I didn't hang out at McKeeb's. Yeah, you're
bro,
a little older than me.
Yeah, I graduated high school in 2008, so I was at Nassau.
You're 8 years older than me.
2010, I think. McKeeb's was there. Dizzy Lizards, is that still popping?
Yeah, Dizzy's.
Really?
Yeah.
They used to have the thing at
Now it's Catch.
Dizzy's. Right? They used to have a penny beers. Bro.
For 18-year-olds.
Bro, it was crazy. It would just be insane. We were just like all the kids from Nassau, because I played on the soccer team, so all of us, we would just get together with the football players and just rage with the Hofstra kids, and it was just, and Adelphi for some reason, somehow. We would always party with Adelphi. Yeah. Carl Place. It was insanity, dude. It was a good time, though.
Dude, it's weird as fuck, because you know what's right down the block from that, right?
What?
The worst hoods in
Yes.
Long Island.
Yes, the Salvadorians, the MS-13s. That was like the headquarters, right?
Yeah, but they would roll out to the bars. So, like...
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Like, my boy Joe... This is actually a funny story.
The fights were crazy.
Yeah, I got
every time.
So many fights there. But there's one time these dudes came in with their beads out. I think they might have been LKs.
Yeah.
And because I don't think MS wears beads, but the Kings do.
I don't like the Latin Kings definitely wear beads, at least back then.
And so they came in. This was probably like 2017. They came in, maybe 2018. They came in. They were like, "Yo, like we don't have a problem with you guys being here. Just put your beads away." So they put the beads away. They come in. They take them out.
They took them out when they went inside, of course.
And the dude the main guy at the door, dude Dante, was just like, "Yo, like, he's a cop." He's like, "Yo, guys, like, I don't want a problem. I don't want any problems. Like, we're not doing this, but you can't be in here if you're wearing beads." So they put him away.
Yeah.
take him out again. Sure shit.
Every time.
And
every time.
so they're being like, yo, you guys gotta leave. And so the security starts fighting them. I don't know if you was there this night. So there's a Popeyes right next door and a Kennedy's Fried Chicken on the other side. And they're in the Popeyes parking lot. And the dude Greg, this guy Greg, is fucking pulling one of the dudes out. And the guy takes off his belt and had a big fucking thick belt buckle and whacked him in the head and cut his whole back of his head open. And then Joey and this other security guard, Leonard, was pulling him off. And they're fighting and in the middle of Hempstead Turnpike. I'm running over because CEO of Bagels is one of my best friends, and fucking I'm running over to fight him. Leonard just knocked this fucking little guy out. He was running like 6 foot, fucking 400 pounds, and grabs me, thinking I'm like running after Joe. Grabs me and just goes like this, and I'm just like, Leonard. He's like, no. He's like, my bad.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say that he.
No, you almost washed my shit.
I think
Joe tased the other dude.
But it was a bunch of little dudes, right? Like little tiny dudes, short guys.
Yeah, bro, they're fucking.
Yeah, but the short guys, they always carry like a machete that's like taller than their torso. Yeah, it's like long as fuck, and they always somehow get it in. It's like, yeah, bro, Long Island. That was the thing when I went out there. It's
a weird place, bro. People don't understand.
Long Island is wild. Long Island is gangster as fuck,
it's
bro.
Weird. You wouldn't think it based off the demographics, but like Hempstead, Roosevelt, Freeport, and Nassau, and then like Brentwood.
That was the one that when I was a kid, because I used to play soccer outside of the college. It was like all the kids that I played with that were from there, but they lived in like deep out there. They were like Brentwood and like Babylon or some shit, or like West Islip or whatever. It was just like crazy motherfuckers.
Yeah, I lived in Bayshore, right next to the train station. I had like some crackhead.
Bayshore, is that where they have the parade?
Maybe
It's
the
like
town
Irish
next
parade?
to Brentwood.
Okay.
So it used to be. It's like the
Suffolk
area they're kind of gentrifying a bit. Oh, now it's completely. Then it's like it was kind of like how Freeport is.
Yeah.
It's like it's pretty good, but like.
I remember hearing Freeport being like that was like wild.
Yeah, after COVID, it got pretty good because I worked there for the town village for a while.
Freeport, is that how far is like the nautical mile?
Nautical mile is in Freeport.
Really? Oh, that's exactly where it is. I don't know why.
I was working there, someone got shot at the mile.
I don't know why I always mixed up the nautical mile with like Oyster Bay or some shit.
Nah, bro, the North Shore is pussy.
North Shore.
There's nothing hard about the North Shore.
The thing is like
Jews
because I'm originally from Queens, like born and raised, which is a part of Long Island. That's just.
I think Queens and Brooklyn's Long Island.
So, but it's like when you live out here,
it's just not apartment buildings.
Yeah, like the goal is when you grow up in like the 5 boroughs, is like you buy a house somewhere out in Long Island or you buy somewhere in like Westchester. But then when I went to school in Long Island, I started realizing, Long Island is actually a lot more gangster than I heard that Ashanti's from Long Island.
Yeah, Ashanti's from Long Island. Yeah, Ja Rule actually did a show and at Eisenhower Park last summer. I almost went. Flavor Flav's from Busta Rhymes from Baldwin.
Shaggy, remember Shaggy?
Yeah, he recorded it in Westbury.
My mother used to be she used to be in architecture, and she designed like his one of his like kitchens, one of his homes.
What's his name? Who's that?
A lot of dudes.
Trinidad James.
He's from Long Island.
Is he?
I think so.
I don't know if he is, but he used to come to the tattoo shop I worked at in Westbury. Method Man from Hempstead.
A lot of rappers, actually, now I think about it, are from.
They claim the city because it's mostly where they grew
MF
up.
Doom is from Long Island.
Yeah.
He was born in the UK, but he like was raised in Long Island.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. But you also have like a lot of like rock and roll motherfuckers too, I think, right?
It's such a weird place.
Billy Joel's from Long Island.
This guy who I knew in like the hardcore community, his name was Dan Diablo. I'm wearing his band shirt actually. Crown of Thorns.
Was it Don Diablo?
Danny Diablo?
Danny Diablo.
He's like a graffiti dude.
Got it.
And he was like, I lived in Mastic Beach, which is like deep Suffolk. He's like, that's like Arkansas meets Harlem. I feel like that's the perfect representation of Suffolk County.
It's quite the combo. Arkansas meets Harlem.
Dude, yeah, because, Suffolk is even... You think Nassau County is weird? Suffolk's fucking...
Suffolk County's wild.
It's peculiar. It doesn't make sense. Nassau at least makes sense because it's close enough to the city.
Yeah.
Whatever. Suffolk, we got sod farms.
It's pretty tribal out there too. Like you guys hate each other like towns. Like you guys hate. Oh, I hate Herrick's. I hate
Dude, Herrick's, fuck Herrick's, dude.
Bro,
it's not even a town.
It was funny to just like what like I had buddies that when I used to play out in Long Island, I used to play for a team called Albertson, and they all they used to all like, yo, I'm playing Herrick's this fucking guy. He's a fucking Valley Stream South. I'm Valley Stream North. I'm like, it's the same shit. What are you talking about? It's like, no, it's not.
You both go to Green Acres. It's
like saying Brownsville, East New York.
Exactly. Yeah. That's where I started learning it. I was like, no wonder there's so many motherfuckers. Every time fights everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Every time. Mad little dudes like fucking with like blowout haircuts with the gelled up, just fucking trying to punch people in the face.
Yeah, at least the South Shore of Long Island is fucking.
Now, what is the South Shore?
It's all like Oceanside, Freeport, Baldwin. That's Nassau County. Like even like Massapequa,
East Meadow.
Montauk. East Meadow's not necessarily South Shore, but it's definitely not North. More South Shore than North Shore. It's kind of in the middle.
So like wherever
East Meadow's next to Hempstead.
So the Americana Mall, was that South Shore or North Shore?
Americana Mall.
Is there Americana?
You thinking the American Dream Mall?
No, there's another one that has like all the bougie ass stores, like it's outside. Is it Americana?
That's North Shore.
North Shore.
Oh,
okay.
you're talking about the thing by Roslyn?
That's like right next to the city. It's like right next to Queens.
Okay, yeah, that's the one. The one that's by St. Mary's High School?
I don't even know. Too rich for my blood.
Yeah. It's a co-ed school. You know, Danny Green, the basketball player? He's from Long Island. He went there.
Dude, we got a lot.
Yeah. Great Neck.
Long Island's the best.
Long Island's
People
fun.
think I'm joking when
I just wouldn't move there, bro. Like, I respect it. Just like, it's not for me.
Oh.
They have good bagels and good pizza out there, though.
Yeah, I always thought the food in Queens was the best on the planet.
You think so?
Long Island. It's this YouTube channel or whatever. There's like, yeah, we do like pranks on like study groups.
Oh no.
And so there's like, yeah, rate our product. It was it's like, yeah, this is like an Amazon thing, but it's for Indians. We mark up everything so they can haggle us down. So and they played like a fake phone call of like some Indian dude arguing with some chick.
What?
They're like, yeah, we get great reviews. They feel like they're getting a better price. This is how we make them pay normal prices.
Is that a video?
Yeah,
yo, you gotta send me that.
I'll look for it.
Put that link in the bio, bro. Dude, I want to watch that. So it's like,
I didn't watch the full video. It came across on like my reels.
so it's literally like a video where they're just like, they just up the prices of everything. Like,
Yeah,
like if
was-
they got hit with tariffs.
Yeah, and the people were like, this is extremely racist. This is horribly offensive.
Oh, like the comments.
Yeah, no, like the people in the Zoom call. Because they was like, yeah, what do you think of our product? And they was like, he's joking. He cannot be serious. This isn't a real thing.
Damn, dude.
And they're like, no, it's real. And then they played the call. They're
Bro.
like, see? He's like, all our reviews are 5 stars.
No, it's too much. It's too much.
No, it's dead ass what it is.
I was I forgot the name of this fucking comic, but I was watching I was going through my Instagram, like getting my rotting my brain with my IG, and I saw this video, and it was Jimmy Yang. Jimmy Yang, he had a video. He's like, Asians love to, you know how like in America rappers like to just flex on how much they spend on shit. Like, yeah, I spent this shit 20,000. Da da da. He's like, Asians pride themselves on how much they how much they pay, but like way less than the actual retail price. He's like, my mom is like, hey Jimmy, look at my watch. Ask me how much I pay. Ask me. He's like, I don't know, $5,000. No, $200. He's like, Asians are like the only group that literally they get hyped and shit just to say that they paid way
like
less.
That, dude.
Yeah, I don't have to flex like that.
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, these fucking my Creed shirts, $5 off Shein.
Dude.
Except for the one I bought in concert.
You think you'd keep buying them right now with the tariffs?
Bro, I have enough clothes.
Yeah.
Did they pass them?
Didn't he just keep it going for China though? He's like, I'm gonna put it on pause for everyone except China.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm putting on a pause for everyone except for the people we actually get shit from.
Damn. Like what? Like what do you get that's from China?
Dude, what do you wear that's not from China?
Everything and pretty much everything that we
Your
have. That
fucking phones, fucking.
the machines that they tatted us with probably are from China.
Yeah, I got a machine in there. You wanted that too?
I've seen. Isn't James Patrick tatted because of you?
You got That was a bad one, bro. That was probably one of the most fucked up I've ever been.
That's good for James. That's his fault.
Yeah.
Yep. And I endorsed this commercial.
Yeah. Check out the episode of James Patrick. He'll be back on with Ty Marsh.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Ty Marsh is just on the road.
I know.
Yeah.
Making it big. He did, 30 minutes in PA?
30 minutes in PA and then 30 minutes in North Carolina. Yeah. The dude that I went on the road with, he pretty much hit up Ty. Was like, yo, you want to go on the road?
Oh, it's the same guy?
Yeah. Because he asked me to do it, and I was like, dude, like this month and next month, like I got weddings and shit to go to my weekends. That was the first time I did the road. It was cool. It was funny because this dude, Ryan Harenoff, shout out Ryan Harenoff, the GOAT, the best. He would host the mics at Rodney's on Fridays. It's a 5:30 mic, and I would just show up because I live like 2 blocks away from Rodney's.
Okay.
So I would show up after work all the time, and I would literally go to every fucking mic on Fridays because it was right there. And he was just like one of these random weeks. He was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna be out of town. Do you mind guest hosting?" So I would host his mics whenever he was out of town, like hitting the road. And he hit me up randomly when I came up like a following week to do his mic. He's like, "Hey, do you have a driver's license?" I was like, "Yeah, I just don't have a car." He was like, "All right, well, I'm going on the road in February if you want to go. And do you have 30 minutes?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got 30. Yeah. Sure." And dude, that was like the first time. It was like 2 months notice. So that was like the first time where I was like just drilling, like writing a new 5 minutes like every fucking like week.
Yeah, what's up, dude? I got 30 minutes. What's up?
Like 5 minutes every fucking week instead of like, like I was massaging my old 5 minutes to kind of get it. This time I was just like drilling it. Every week I would do a 5.
Just hit 2 mics, 3 mics in a row. Good.
That's exactly how it was. And then when
it should be. That's why I need to get in the mindset.
And then like I did it on the road, and he was like, "Okay, you're gonna do 30." But I literally prepared. I put together like 38 minutes of material, and I was like, I'm just gonna make sure that when I'm on stage, I'm not like done. And then he looks at me, he's like, "You got 15 more minutes left." So when he gave me the light, I still had like 7 jokes left, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is fucking great." And then after the first set, I was like, "Okay, now I watched my tape," and I was like, "I'm gonna just change the whole set around and then do the last 7-minute jokes." And dude, it was awesome.
Yeah, you had a notes up there, not like you were reading up notes, but something on the stool.
No, I definitely like in the beginning, the whole like for like 2 weeks before that, I was like, okay, 5 minutes. So I was just memorizing my whole 5-minute set, and then once I tried doing it on my own at like in my apartment, just kind of rehearsing the whole thing, bro, I would know 27 minutes, and then like the last 3, I'm like, fuck, what are those last jokes? And yeah, when I went up there, I literally just put the 3 jokes that I forgot, just the 3 jokes on there.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, all right. Didn't even have to do it. I didn't even do any crowd work either. I was like, fuck that shit. It's like they tried, like the crowd would laugh and they tried to kind of get involved. I'm like, yeah. Then I would go into my next joke.
Yeah, one of my favorite,
it was kind of weird, but it was dope.
One of my favorite jokes I ever heard for someone trying to do that. This kid Eric Eichel. He's not like a comic for. It's like kind of like smarter comedy. I've had him on the podcast a few times. He's a funny fucking dude. I love him.
Smarter comedy.
And
Eric Asker?
Eichel.
He's
from Long Island. It's like mostly one-liners, but we did a show at Fear City, and he went up, and this girl, like, she wasn't really heckling, but like a few comics before her, like they were getting them involved in the show, and so like he did a joke, and they thought they could comment on it, and like that situation aside, because like it became a whole fucking to-do, with like the owner and shit, but
because you can't do crowd work, right?
No, you can, but I don't know why he Jonesy got pissed at it or whatever. But he was just like, "Oh, I don't do crowd work." So that's literally what he said. He said, "Oh, don't interrupt my jokes because I don't do crowd work and I'm not going to talk to you." And then just fucking ran through it.
I respect that.
And it worked. It was, I don't do crowd work. Hit the fucking.
No.
Like, whatever. And it was just so funny because he's a nerd. He's a nerd. And
he's like, just drilling his set, bro.
It
was perfect how he said it.
He's like, yeah, I don't do crowd work. So.
And then went back to his shit.
And then just
surgeon, bro. He's a fucking surgeon. I love that technique. Nah, dude, it's like, what are you?
You can do that? I was like, fuck, you can just be like, yeah, I don't do that.
You do crowd work?
Yeah,
Is that like, but does it set you up for your jokes, or you just do it just when you're just like, I have some time?
So I did Broadway the other night.
11 o'clock, right? The 11:30?
Yeah, I completely ran the mic because I was doing it.
No.
I was drunk and I ran it by like 2-3 minutes. And 5 minutes set.
Did they get at you after?
No, I apologize. I was like, dude, I didn't see the light. So part of my thing is like when I wear glasses on stage,
It's hard, yeah.
I get glare, and so I can't see light. Like it's hard for me to differentiate lights, so I take them off.
Oh,
And I couldn't see the light, and I saw him wave his phone. I was like, oh, okay, so I got a minute, but that's him waving me at 5 minutes.
well, because the red light was on.
Yeah, I didn't see the red light, so I kept doing shit. But
did you have fun though?
yeah, I let the crowd like kind of. Cause I was talking about a news article, and I was like, yeah, if you don't believe, I'm like, bro, everything I'm talking about is true. You don't believe me? Look at the fuck up. And someone looked up in the crowd, and I'm on my next joke.
No.
And then they were like, "Oh, he wasn't fucking lying. That baby really did get shot in the fucking face with the crossbow, or his uncle did get ran over, or like whatever." And like, it was just fun. It was way funner. It was like so much more fun. But I'm just like, fuck. Like that's what made me run the light because I was doing crowd work. I'll have fun. I'll talk shit with you. Like at the end of the day, like
you just gotta have fun.
It's all about having fun. When fucking 5 comics sucked the air out of the room before me, like,
you ever try doing like your set when the room is like definitely not trying to hear your set?
Bro,
you know what I mean?
the first time I tried doing,
it feels so weird.
A half hour, and it was on Long Island. It did like 25 minutes.
Okay.
I had probably 40 minutes of material.
Hell yeah.
Ran through it all in the 25 minutes because they were not feeling. When you don't get laughs.
That you ran through the 25? Because they were just like...
I ran through 40 minutes in 25.
Oh, nah.
It was just my first joke, big ass...
Crickets?
First joke, it was crowd work, big fucking pause.
Okay.
Local crowd. It was local shit. I knew someone in the audience. I was like... And everyone there came with that person. So I made a joke about them. And then I did a few other jokes. They all let... My first 5-10 minutes... Solid.
Okay. So 5'10", you were good.
Yeah.
Which is good for New York standard.
Every fucking comic was bombing. Except for Joe DeVito went before me.
Yeah.
And
he's funny.
Every comic was bombing.
He's fucking great. I love that.
Except for him. And then, because a lot of people came out to see him. And then it was
Joe DeVito?
Yeah. It was
he's from Long Island?
Yeah, he's from Oceanside.
He was on the industry room too, bro. He has this funeral bit that was fucking outrageous.
Dude, his fire truck joke is one of my favorite jokes.
Dude, I love that. Funeral bit is so good.
But yeah, I'm going in and like, after 15 minutes, they're just not feeling it. And I'm just like, fuck. I'm just like, I still got 15 more minutes of this.
Did you slow it down at all?
I did the opposite.
Oh, no, you got to slow it down.
I was like, oh, you're not laughing at this? They should laugh at this.
It's
they're
so
not laughing at that. Like, my owl bit's normally 2 minutes.
I was just going to say how the owl bit go.
It went in 30 seconds. A 2-minute bit in 30 seconds. Because I was just like,
were you just like nervous?
Yeah, I was like, I got to find something to make these fucking people laugh. And by doing that.
Nah, bro. Just fucking
I fucked myself.
Fucked it up, yeah. But that's it.
Like,
but
I have so much material.
You have so much, bro. But you've done like 30s and 20s, right? You've done that.
That was my first time ever trying.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I've done 15s.
Yeah.
And so a 15, I'm fine with.
I think
and then like I've done 20 before. I've done 20 before. I've done 20 like 2, 3, 4 times. And then like I'm like 30, okay. And I was like, I hit that 25. I'm just like, I don't got anything else. And I looked at my set list after, and I was like, I had more.
Damn. Now you know what it is. I started doing way before I started doing comedy. Like I would just like listen and watch a bunch of like podcasts and watch comedy documentaries and all that shit. And a lot of them would always say like, if you're a New York comic and you go out on the road, you have to slow down because like people from out of town, like they're used to like different type of comedy speed.
Yeah.
Like a lot of us, like because we have to work that 5 minutes. We want to get as many laughs in. But if you can just literally take a breather, relax, and just like do your same jokes, but just kind of make them a little longer, pause a little bit. For me, it helped because like I was like a lot of my punchlines too. It's like it's just me that's like then doing it, but that's fine, bro. It's a learning lesson. That's the best part. That's the best part though. Now you know.
But it's crazy, like you learn so much more doing like. Everyone's like, you want to kill. Like Patrice O'Neal's my favorite comic of all time.
Okay.
And I truly agree with like the sentiment that like killing is easy.
Okay.
Like if you have 5 minutes, you can go up do 5 minutes anywhere and have a great fucking set. As long as you've been doing comedy for any amount of time. I think if you're doing comedy for over 6 months and you can't go on any stage in America and get laughs, fucking
6 months.
Yeah. Joe DeVito's
Why do you
been
say
doing comedy
that?
3 months.
But he's a funny kid though.
Yeah, I
You
know.
see what I'm
but-
saying? Some people it just comes natural.
I'm
though.
not talking shit about him because he's one of my friends. I literally just had him on the podcast. This episode's gonna be the one right before yours.
3 months.
Fucking,
He's good.
he's great for 3 months.
3 months.
His
Yeah.
5 minutes is great for 3 months.
Oh yeah.
It's
tight.
fucking fantastic.
It's tight for sure.
Anything after his 5 minutes though
Yeah, but that's
isn't
because
great
because
And
he's been
that's
working
because
on that
he's-
5.
Yeah, that's because he's been doing it for 3 months. But I'm saying like your first year should be perfecting 5 minutes.
The first 2 years, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
then-
I agree. But I don't know. Everyone's
Yeah,
different.
but
You ever
you-
see how some people like they get so nervous up there and like
Yeah,
you're
but
just
they're
like
not doing it enough. That's
they're
on
not
them.
doing it enough. That's the thing.
When I
They're
get
not doing it
nervous-
enough and they're not bombing enough.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Oh, you're going to open mics and you're getting laughs. How great! Yeah, you're going to shows to have your friends at them and you're getting laughs.
But what mics are you
Fucking
going to that you're getting
fantastic.
laughs at? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because like there's mics out there that they'll humble you and that's the ones you want to be at.
Yeah, go to the fucking comedy shop. Fucking
Oh.
perform in front of fucking 3 people.
Bro, why is that
And
place
look-
notorious? Like, you would do a mic there, bro, and like you just see the top of people's heads because their shit
what
is
it
in their
is.
phones or their notes. You never get anything.
What it is, it's
But it's also good though
yeah, no, it's great.
because you got to work on you can work on your timing and you can actually work on bombing at a mic. So when you do something like a show, like what you just said, you're bombing and you're like, all right, this is
Yeah.
whatever. Just
Yeah.
the nature of the beast, bro.
I think it should be fucking like whenever I do 5-minute mics at like shows that aren't like when I did the pair last night.
Okay.
There was an actual audience. And when I see there's an actual audience, I'm not going to go into shit I know fucking works.
All right, I like
I'm
that.
going to go into shit like
Your new stuff.
I just wrote or like I'm just on the fence about do I keep this, do I not keep this? And like if it works in front of these crowds, then it's going to work in front of an actual crowd. Cuz you never know when you're just talking to comics.
Yeah.
Cuz bro, like a lot of people they're going to laugh just cuz they know you.
That's the problem.
And like
That is the problem. That is the problem.
say what you want about like like I fucking hate Brooklyn mics. I hate Brooklyn mics.
I never really did too many. I haven't really
But, like,
done. I did one Brooklyn
You
mic.
go to Tiny Cupboard, do one of those $2 fucking mics
Never.
to an empty fucking room with 2 other
Is it empty?
people. Most of the ones I've went to, that's mostly because my schedule have been fucking abysmal.
Yeah.
Like 4 people. And
The $2 ones in the little tiny room.
yeah, it's smaller than
I've
my
never did a mic at Tiny, but I did do a show in the Pink Room once because. So it was the first time I went there. I was like, wow, this is such a beautiful fucking spot. And then it was a good room, but I never got to do like, what is it, the Blue Room they call it? Or some shit? I want to, but I don't know.
Dude, it's the size of my bathroom.
Bushwick, right? Puerto Rican baby mama. That's your vibes, bro.
That's me, bro. I'm dating a Puerto Rican single
That's your
mother.
vibes, bro. Single mother?
Yeah.
She has a tattoo on her tit as a
She does not.
Chrissy D
I
said.
keep telling her to get one, though. I keep telling her to get my name tattooed on her tit.
Dude.
She won't do it.
Chrissy D's the best, man.
And,
He was one of my inspirations because he was
he's actually the person who got me to do stand-up.
Chrissy D.
Yeah.
Same here.
I
He's
got
one of my inspirations for sure because he was a physical therapist and then became a comedy,
Yeah.
comic, just like kind of what I'm doing.
He was just talking about doing that, and then he was just like, yeah, I want to do this. And
Dude,
whatever.
do you know what his class was? Like his comedy class? The people that he would be fucking eating balls with at fucking open mics?
Nah. Well, I know some of it, but
Bro. It was Dan
Yeah.
Soder, Mark Norman, Michael Che.
I think Norman fucking Soder are fucking phenomenal comics.
Dude, it was and Hannibal Buress, like all these other crazy motherfuckers are just legends already. Like Hannibal Buress is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Bro. Hannibal Buress.
Yo, him dropping the Bill Cosby thing,
Bro.
was so fucking
Oh,
funny.
if
He's
you-
like, wait, you guys don't know about
Bro,
this?
he's just so funny, dude. It's just like it just makes me just laugh every single time I
Who
listen
are your
to
top 5?
my top 5. I would have to say, like, you know how like when you listen to these podcasts, a lot of comics are like, oh yeah, like Richard Pryor was my guy. Like I think my generation, I think that's who, like Chappelle was the guy for me.
Yeah.
Chappelle was definitely the guy for me. I probably have him as number 1 for me. Like I know he's just the best, right?
Yeah, no, I think if you don't include Chappelle, at least in your top 5, like
you have to.
Like,
but this is also
diluted.
like let's say like my generation, right? Like of course like the Carlins and the Pryors, like
I love Pryor. I
they're
love
the best.
Richard Pryor albums.
Cosby was a beast too, like storytelling wise, like that. But like that wasn't my generation. I knew Cosby as the guy from the TV show. I didn't know that he was a comic, right? That's the craziest
That's how
part.
I knew with Seinfeld.
Like Michael Keaton, I didn't even know Michael Keaton was a comic till way later in life. I thought he was just Batman. Nope, no, he was a comic. But for me, my top 5 definitely is gonna be Chappelle's number 1. But the thing is too, like Jim Carrey and like Robin Williams are like fucking crazy to me.
Yeah.
But
I didn't.
They were like I saw them as actors too.
Exactly. That's the only reason why I would say Jim Carrey, Will Ferrell, whatever.
No. You're right.
But they're like actors in my mind. Granted, they've done stand up.
Yeah.
But
for me, like
Adam Sandler would be there.
Adam Sandler. Yeah, I didn't really.
Actors like Jim Carrey, Adam Sandler, and fucking
actor comics. Yes, that's them. But like if we're only talking solely comics, I'm gonna because I grew up watching like comedy, but it was a lot of it like was like Comic View and like Def Jam.
Yeah, same.
So like Cat Williams.
Come on, Lawrence.
Cat Williams was outrageous. If you can't watch, dude, Cat Williams is just A1, right? So Chappelle, Cat Williams. I was a big fan of John Leguizamo growing up. He was like the first like Latino comic that I watched that I was like, oh, this dude is like killing it.
Yeah, I loved Carlos Mencia when I was mad young. The Mencia show, the
Mencia show, yes. I didn't really get to see his stand up too often. Like George Lopez was funny too, but
yeah.
Growing up, like the thing is, when you live in New York too, it's like I wasn't really like
by so much of it.
But it's not like the way it is like in LA, where like you're surrounded around so much like Mexican comics too.
Yeah.
Like Felipe Esparza and all these guys are fucking great, right?
In New York, it's mostly white comics and black comics. There aren't too many like Spanish comics.
Yeah, but John Leguizamo was definitely like number 2 for me. Chappelle's number 1, and then like number 3, it's got to be like Nick Swartzen.
Okay.
Yo, Nick Swartzen's comedy.
It's a shocker for me.
Yeah, dude, I love Nick Swartzen. It's just it's a dumb hit because I like stupid shit. Like the way you like authentic shit, like I respect authenticity, but like I also like people that can literally just say the wildest shit, and it's just like reckless.
See, that's how I feel about Norm Macdonald.
Because I feel like that's how I am. I'm very like all over the place.
Yeah,
it's hard for me to be like, oh, this is a very structured. This is not. I'm like all like a Nick Swartzen type of shit.
That falls into the camp of authenticity and being yourself.
Yeah, I think so. You're right. No, you're right. I think it's just like for me. Because I put stand-up comedy in like such a fucking on a pedestal that I feel like I still don't know what to talk about half the time. Like I'll do a 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, that was a good 5 minutes, and then I'll do it for a little bit. And I'm just like, the crowd doesn't know anything about me.
Yeah,
they don't know who I am in these first 2 minutes.
But, yo, you can't connect in 5 minutes.
You know how hard? Like my goal when I first started, and till this day too, and I have to teach myself to not do that. Is like I just want to like fucking get laughs.
Yeah.
But it's like, but the laughs I'm getting aren't like, they don't know me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's the hard part. And that's where for me it's like,
agree.
I don't know, dude. But it's such a beautiful art form, dog. I love doing this shit.
Like, I know like in New York it might be like considered like a cliche or whatever to be like, stand-up comedy is an underappreciated art form. Stand-up comedy, it's the only art form you can only perform in front of other people, so you know it's fucking good. No. Like, yeah, someone says that to me, I'll be like, yeah, shut up, fag. But like, you're fucking. It's true. It is true though. Like,
yeah, no,
it's an American art form. Like,
when you learn about it
elsewhere,
though,
you're just like,
yeah. When you learn, when you actually like try to. Just take a second and just like not only do you like watch stand up, just watch it live. Like when people say like, oh, hockey's fun to watch on TV, but watch it in person, it's crazy. Watch stand up live, it'll fucking change your mind. And then you actually like follow the certain comics that you're a fan of, and just like maybe research their backstory.
Though. Like the film to whatever doesn't translate. Like I watch my sets, I think like I'm in the moment, like I'm having a great fucking set,
and then
I go back. People are like people I know, like, yo, you fucking murdered, best set of the night, blah 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 blah. And then I go home and I watch the video, and it's just like, I
don't know, dude. I feel like in a way too, it's like I want to do well, but I don't want to like I don't want to feel like I'm murdering in like the first like almost 2 years of comedy. Like it's like there's no way.
No, it's
There's no way.
it's a fake feeling.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
it's a fluke.
That's why, like, when you do like actual shows that aren't bringers, it's nice because you get like an actual reaction from people that are like that know nothing about you. Which is why I start doing more. I'm trying to start doing more stuff that I can kind of connect with the crowd with. You know?
As am I. It's the way to go.
I had a comic once tell me like he randomly found my video on YouTube and was like, it's a Latino comic because there's not that many Latino comics in New York. I mean, there are, but they're not really that many
on the open mic level. Yeah, but like in like the actual level, no.
Yeah. Like
in the open mic level, there's fucking everyone.
And like, okay, so for example, we went to that audition show at the comic strip, right?
Yeah.
There was only one fucking Latino on the list. He was also Latino. He was like, "Yo, I found your tape." I was like, "Oh shit, damn nice." He's like, "What'd you think?" He's like, "You got laughs." I was like, "Yo, thanks." He's like, "But why are you trying to make white people laugh?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, you motherfucker."
He clocked you.
Fuck, he clocked. He's like, "I don't even know. Like, no one knows. Like, he goes like, maybe people that don't know comedy think that shit is funny." He's like, "I'm not saying that you're not funny. You got laughs, so you clearly are funny.
Yeah.
But it's like, we don't really know anything about you." And I'm just like, damn, that's true.
I'm not saying like.
But that was a set too that I was trying to be a little more like funnier versus like personal type of thing, like authentic.
This is what I was talking. I forget who I was talking about this with. The other, I think I was talking to James Patrick actually about it. I was just talking about like hack bits.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a fucking hack bit. I was like, I don't know why.
Like, what's a hack bit right now to you? Like, if you could think of off the top of your head, like, what could be a hack bit?
When someone's just like,
a punchline is like, fuck.
No, all right. So the thing that drives me fucking mad. So there are hack premises and then there are hack bits.
Like, what's a hack premise to you?
A hack premise is like, oh, dating apps.
Oh yeah, I can't do those. I can't do the dating app ones for a minute. The Luigi Mangione shit. I can't, bro. I'm sorry.
Fucking, and then like a hack bit is like, oh, I was jerking off, but
that's
apparently
hack.
you can't do that in the fucking wherever. It's
Yeah,
always
hack.
like, yeah, so I see this hot girl, I'm fucking cranking my fucking meat.
Dick jokes, bro.
And
Dick jokes is hack. But then again, it depends on where you are in life.
But no, like the thing about hack shit is it fucking works. It's not hack because it doesn't work.
You know what hack is, bro? Hack jokes, like hack premises, stuff like that. It's like eating McDonald's. Yeah. It's gonna do the job for you temporarily, but you're not getting any like actual sustenance and nutrients. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not getting anything good out of it. You're gonna be full for that couple. Like when you eat sushi, oh, that sushi was good, and like 20 minutes later, you're like, damn, I'm hungry again, bro. Yeah. That rice fucking spiked your insulin, so you're like over here, like, damn, I didn't really get an actual.
If you're gonna
meal.
take like, all right, dating apps, sure, there are premises that, or there are things about that could be original that don't have to be hacked. Like, yeah, I have a dating app, not a dating app, but like a dating joke or a dating premise, and like.
But it's your life though. That's the thing. Is it hack? Is it hack if it's like actually your life?
It's not like, oh, these fucking girls on the dating apps are so fucking crazy. I read a bio that said blah blah blah. And like she has a no mama Leo. And I'm just like, yeah, bro, who fucking cares? Oh, no one fucking gives a shit.
I think we're so balls deep in open mics. I think this is the problem. I think this is the problem, because like I was at the cellar the other day just watching a show, and I was like, I don't think that would have worked at an open mic. In my head, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't think that set would have worked at the open mic at whatever, at the comedy show.
No, but that's why like we were talking about
I'm
before
bugging.
The podcast. Like dudes like Lee Syatt, like he's one of the few people that is big that consistently goes to open mics to try out his new shit.
I wonder if he just moved out here recently or something. Oh, I know he's from Jersey, right?
Yeah. From the area, at least close enough.
Because I've seen, like, I just started seeing him, like, in the last maybe 6 months or so.
Yeah.
I wonder.
I think he's getting ready for something.
Is he still doing Joey Diaz's stuff? Is he still, like, his producer?
I don't watch it.
Yeah.
Like, cause
when I first saw him at an open mic, I was like, oh shit, that's Joey Diaz's dude that ate the Black Star, that edible that almost killed him.
Yeah, but like
I've always wanted to approach him about that, but I'm like, that's hack. Like, yo, can I ask you a question, bro?
If I was ever like any type of thing, if
I'm gonna ask him. I'm asking.
How many times if someone goes, machine, like, you know, like, I feel like it's similar on a smaller scale, granted, because like
that's true. But it's also like New York, right? So you see a lot of celebrities in New York. You know, of course,
I've
like
not run into one celebrity.
not one. You'll see a lot of them. Like,
or I mean, like,
have you ever run into a comic? Like Jay today said he ran into Norman and Attell. Not Norman,
No.
Morel and Attell.
no.
I almost hit Dave Attell on a city bike by accident. I was going the wrong way. That's my bad, son. I'm sorry. My bad. It was by the
His dad
cellar
went to
too.
school with David Tell.
Really?
Yeah.
What school was that? Oh, he's in Long Island, right?
Southside, yeah. David Tell's
He is a Long Island boy.
Yep.
My dad went to school and my dad knows him
Really?
personally. Yeah.
That's hilarious, dude. Pro. David Tell's the best. He's also
Yeah.
He's
a
on
lot
my
of people's
top.
goat.
he's on my top. He's definitely like influenced a lot of comics.
Yeah. See, with David Tell, I like David Tell. Is he like in my top 10?
No?
He's not in my top 10.
Come on.
But,
Who's your top 10? Okay, so we got your 5.
oh, fuck.
We got your 5.
So top 10, it would have to be in no particular order because I haven't thought about this. But outside my top 3, it's Dave Chappelle, Louis C.K., Bernie Mac. Oh, fuck. There's so many. Like,
You a
know
Seinfeld guy?
I like Seinfeld, but like I like Seinfeld more as like I'm more of a Larry David fan than I am a Seinfeld fan.
Okay.
Like Larry, I know who really put in the work on that.
What else? What other guys from like the Patrice O'Neal era do you fuck with? Like Bobby Kelly?
I fucking love Bobby Kelly, Jim Norton. I even fucking like Kevin Hart.
Yo, Kevin Hart, son. His 2 specials.
Yeah, everyone talks shit about Kevin Hart. Like, oh,
Nah.
there's a girl who
He took,
who
but
does
he
Broadway
just
all the time.
he just does. He's funny every time though. Doesn't even have to be. He's just naturally. That's the thing. There's people that are just funny, and then there's people that are just like, okay, nah, like they were just born with it.
Dude, like Soul Plane is one of my favorite movies of all
It's
time.
so underrated. It's such
Everyone's
an
been
underrated movie. I used to have that downloaded on my on one of my MP3 players. A video of it. That okay. So, Killing Him Softly was the first special that I
Killing
watched.
Softly
That I
might be
watched
the best special of all
1,000
time.
times.
It might be the best special of all time.
It's definitely one of the best specials for sure.
Yeah.
It's one of the best specials of all time. What about Rock, bro? Chris Rock is a beast.
Yeah.
Bigger and blacker.
Or what's the Eddie Murphy special where he's wearing the red jacket?
Delirious? Raw?
Yeah. Raw. Yeah.
I mean, come on now. I mean, that's Eddie Murphy though.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I grew up watching Eddie Murphy from like the Nutty Professor. Didn't even know he was a comic. Because that's all I watched as a kid. Same thing with Sandler.
Yeah.
Right? Like they were all like, but that was a time back in the day where people had to do that stuff to make more money.
Yeah.
You know? Gillis is a fucking beast though.
Yeah, I think it's too early for him to like. He has to have a more complete body of work. Because what does he have? 2.5 specials.
Yeah.
But
Biggie only had like 2 albums, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yo, Shane Gillis got shot in the face right now.
He'd be the
People
best
would
of
be
all
like,
time.
"All right." He'd be the JFK of fucking comedy. He'd be like, he's up there.
You fuck with like Rachel Wolf?
I saw Rachel Wolf actually.
She's funny.
Oh no, I saw not Rachel Wolf.
Her pen is crazy.
Who am I? Wilson.
Rachel Wolfson?
Rachel Wilson. I saw Rachel Wilson.
She's the chick that was in Jackass, right?
Yeah.
She was in Jackass.
It was her and the dude.
Impractical Jokers?
Yeah, Sal Vulcano's a fucking
Sal Vulcano's a good writer.
Stand-up comic.
I
was
liked
not
it, bro.
expecting it when I saw
Nikki
him.
Glazer's a beast too.
Yeah.
She's a monster. She's just mean as hell. That's fucking hilarious to me.
Dude, yeah, she's fucking funny. Ali Wong's also really funny.
Ali Wong is a beast.
Fucking.
She's cool. I saw her in LA. I used to live in LA, and I lived like a few blocks away from the Comedy Store. So I would go to the Comedy Store, and it would just be like you could just walk in for free if you live in the area. And I would just sit down, and it'd be like Ali Wong, Sebastian Maniscalco, Bill Burr, and like all like Nick Swartz. When I saw Nick Swartz, I almost cried. I almost cried, bro. Bobby Lee is outrageous. He took his dick on, fucking put on some guys. This is way before like the cancel era, bro.
He got canceled?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Dude, he would just take his dick out, just like shove people's heads in his pubes. It's the funniest, and the people that would happen to, they would just be dying the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine if they're just not laughing?
And it wasn't like they were just like, God damn it, fuck. It's like this Asian guy's fucking dick is on your face. Bro, have you been watching like the Don't Tell stuff that they've been putting over lately?
No, but
dude, I love
Kevin
watching that
Sanchez
shit.
Just did Don't Tell. I know.
You did?
Yeah. My boy Sean Brown's done it.
That's fucking awesome.
Kids from Long Island, Devin Bramble's done it. Yeah.
I love it. Dude, I've been.
They do it at this place I do security at for weed events.
I love watching that shit because like I'll find.
I haven't watched any of like their stuff.
I'll just find comics that like I don't know anything about, and I'm just like big fan. Now I'm a fan, and then you find out when they get. It's so cool. Like I'll find random comics that they have Don't Tells, and you follow them for a bit, and then like a month later, you're like, I just got past the cellar. I'm like, damn, that's so like it's just crazy, dude. Comedy's just dope, man.
Yeah.
But it's like when you start listening to it, it's like. I don't like to say that I'm a comedy snob, but it's like now I'm starting to become a person that like I want to like hear like authentic type shit like, but I also love stupid stuff, bro.
Dude, but
I love
stupid can be
stupid
authentic.
shit.
Like Daniel Tosh, I think is one of the greatest comics. Like, not that he's stupid necessarily, but like
His rape joke.
Yo, he started off one of his specials with it wasn't even a joke. It was just like. A lion can carry up a fucking dead carcass up a tree. So at least now if you say I'm not funny, you fucking learn something from watching this special. And then just...
He is good. What do you think of Jeselnik? What's your vibes with that? Are you a one-liner guy?
I'm not necessarily a one-liner guy. I don't listen. I used to like, was it Caligula? I think that's probably like the best Jeselnik album. It's a good album. But like I never was just like, oh my god, this guy. Like, what? Jeselnik is how I feel about Harrison Marks. I'm just like, I like you as a person. Your comedy's not for me.
But Harrison Marks is he's not a one-liner, is he?
No,
he's not a one-liner.
But he does similar.
It's just not for you. It's just dark.
Yeah, I tell Harrison.
The shock stuff.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, I get it. Who are you? I feel like it's hiding who you are.
You think he's hiding who he is?
Like I think John. Like,
I have yet to see him like at a show though, so I don't know. Like I want to see. I think I'm gonna go see him in May at Industry. I want to see him actually do his shit. Yo, 'cause I always see him at Mike's.
The new stuff he's been working on, I like it. Like the Down syndrome thing, I think is really funny.
Oh, I've seen. Yeah.
But
the one that he said that something about the chick looks like a bulldog.
Yeah. No, it's about how Asian people look like they have Down syndrome. All right, and like it's funny.
But you laugh, bro. You see?
It's funny. Like that's my favorite bit he does.
The Down syndrome one?
Yeah, it's just like how he's on mushrooms and he sees somebody. He's like, I don't know if they're Asian or fucking have Down syndrome. I was telling Pat about it fucking before. Like, I think Harrison's a very funny dude. All his jokes are not necessarily my style. Like, that's how I feel about Jeselnik.
I think he's got a good.
John Mulaney. I love John Mulaney.
Of course. But I think Harrison's though. I think what he's doing though, when he unlocks it, whatever he has to unlock,
it's gonna hit.
It's gonna be game over for everybody.
But you ever look at
it's just gonna be seismic.
You look at somebody and know they're gonna have a long road.
Yeah, like Bill Burr was one of those guys.
Yeah. Like I look at Harrison, I know he's gonna have a long road.
But he's licking his wounds so good. Harrison's been the most
fucking frequent guest on this, and like I look at him, I'm just like, you're gonna have a long road. But I'm gonna have a fucking longer one.
But the thing is the longer the road is, it's even sweeter because if you fucking are enjoying it, like it sounds like you both love the fucking process. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, because you think about it, like, what are we doing now? When we're out drinking, hanging out after mics, or just going out together and just shooting the shit, maybe seeing a show here or there, and just fucking kicking it, that's what every comic who's ever made it did.
Yeah.
How many open micers just fucking go do their set and leave before the mic's fucking even over?
Wow. It's true.
And then do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, the hang is pretty important. The hang, you gotta have a community or at least start something, you know. But it's like everyone.
Harrison does a lot.
But it's also like too. It's like everybody has to understand with comedy. It's like it's such a slow burn that it takes so long to get good. That's one of them, and then to actually like get put on recently and get passed at certain places. You know what I'm saying?
As much as it hurts me to say, it doesn't matter how good you are if you don't have any connections. You're never doing anything.
Yeah, that's everything though.
Yeah.
That's everything. You can't.
You can
can't
be the
just
best
go-
computer scientist in the fucking world, and then just you don't know how to do a resume, so you're not getting the fucking job.
Yeah. Or you can just get. You can just get.
You can just be someone's kid.
They could just plug you in and just hit nepotism, right?
I can't tell you how many times I go to like an actual show, and half the time I see this comic, so I'm just like, I know 10 people at an open mic right now that would kill this room. What, like, there are better comics than you.
But that's the thing, though. It's
And
like, would they kill
I don't
it?
say that resentfully. Or anything like that. But like, just like comics, there are specific comics I have in mind when I'm talking about this. So like, take
Like
it with
who?
a grain of salt.
Who can crush right now at, let's say, Broadway?
Yeah, actually, Broadway's a
Give
great
me
example.
a solid
I
line
was
right
gonna
now.
say,
Open
like,
micers.
look at their typical regular, like their house comics.
Yeah.
Half of them, not fucking funny at all.
Really?
But then you got that Spanish chick. She's my favorite. The Mexican lady.
Audrey Moore is a beast.
Audrey Moore.
Black Betty. She's hilarious.
One of the funniest fucking bro.
You know how hard it is to do what she's doing?
And she does it in English and Spanish.
That's what
and
I'm
kills
saying.
the fucking same.
She crushes in both languages. Dog, what? I can't even write a set in English,
You know what I'm
dog.
saying? Like, that's the fucking. That's what she shouldn't even be at Broadway. She's better than Broadway.
Well, she's international, baby.
Yeah, bro.
She's fucking worldwide.
You can put that girl at the cellar any given day, and she'll have a great fucking set.
I would agree. But she's been, you know what it is? She's been doing it. She's been putting in the work, dog. She's
Yeah.
been grinding, and that's the thing. I love people that actually are put in the work, and they get rewarded accordingly.
We see it. We see who's putting in the work, though.
Yeah.
At least like at our own level.
Yeah.
But
I would say so. Because you've been doing it 2 years, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost 2 years in June. So it should
But
be nice.
yeah, you tell. I had 2 years April, so I'm just
That's it. 2 years.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, bro.
like you see who's
beautiful.
putting in the fucking work. You know.
Yeah. That's why when I got asked to go on the road and do 30, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I didn't want to tell him, like, yo, like, I've only been doing this for, like...
Yeah, no, fuck it. I'm lying.
He
If
was-
I don't got
he was-
30 minutes, I'm going to have 30 minutes.
He was
by
like,
the
no,
time I
like,
do that show.
I think you can carry this and carry... I was like, all right, I'll do it. And I did it, and I fucking was... The worst part is that, like, I was surprised at how well I did. And people were like, why were you fucking surprised? You put in the work. I was like, I don't know, because maybe I'm not supposed to be doing 30 minutes after only doing comedy for, like, a year,
But bro,
I guess. I don't know.
You're from New York. We
That's
have
true.
the picture. How many mics do you do a week?
I only do mics Monday to Friday.
Okay, but that's still 5 mics.
So I do 7 mics a week.
You do 7 mics a week,
Unfortunately, I wish I did more.
as do I.
I wish I did every day, but I was doing it every day when I first started. My wife was like, "Yo, can I hang out with you?" I'm like, "Damn, I don't want to
Yeah.
be divorced."
But
So I was like, "I gotta do it." But I do if I have a show on the weekends. I do a show on the weekends. That's the only time. Or if I have to go support one of you guys at the industry or whatever, because we gotta help each other. out.
Saturdays I do 4 mics,
Yeah.
and then
Fridays is like my 3 mic day.
yeah, Fridays I usually do like
4
Fridays.
mics. Bro.
it
Yeah,
depends
I'm
on
just
the
getting
day.
jealous right now. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Well, no, I usually do like
4 mics. I love that.
what?
It's exhausting though. I'll tell you that much.
I probably do like 8 mics Monday through Friday, and then 4 mics on Saturday, and then I take Sunday off.
So you do like 11 or 12?
Yeah, and
Every week. Every week.
Yeah, about
That's
that.
good, bro. That's perfect. That's
And-
honestly perfect.
But you go anywhere else in the country? On Long Island, at max, you can hit one mic a night,
yeah.
5 nights a week.
Yeah.
Fucking in 1 week here, I'm doing double what I did there, more than double.
Yeah.
You go anywhere else in the country, it's even less.
I will tell you though
You're hitting
that
fucking 4 mics a month in a lot of places.
that's true. I will tell you though that doing comedy in New York and me being from New York, just being born and raised in Queens, like I've seen way more of New York than I've ever did before I started doing comedy. Just
Yeah.
like bouncing around like LES and going here, going there. Because I take a city bike to all my spots, to all my shows or whatever. And it's just like, I see the craziest shit.
Yeah, I take the train.
Sometimes I'll take it, but I just like getting
Dude,
to a
I'm
place, get me the
shocked,
fuck
like-
out of here, like in and out, you know?
Yeah, I'm shocked I have not been in a fight yet. Like,
Don't say that,
on the
bro.
subway.
Knock on wood, dog.
I love fighting.
Dog, knock on
But
wood. You can
I
tell. You
almost
think
fu-
you think a guy with hand tattoos doesn't like fighting?
I almost fucked. In my time doing comedy, So I haven't been.
You almost fought people at shows and shit, like comics.
I've almost fought 2 separate comics.
Show me the knuckles, dog. Nice. This guy been playing bloody knuckles.
I got
like
fucking Showtime. I had Showtime tattooed on my nose. I like to fight. I was training for an MMA fight, and that's actually why I started doing comedy. I tore my MCL. I almost fought 2 separate comics.
Recently, like people that never been in fights before, you can tell, or like they
They probably haven't.
They
been.
can probably throw down.
One hasn't. I know for sure. The other is from Long Island.
Was this last week at the Black Cat where you about to body that kid for taking that seat or
Oh,
something
all right,
like that?
3 comments. No, bro, that shit pissed me.
These incels, dog.
No, bro, like it wasn't even like.
No offense to incels.
No, the kid sat down, and like so I was chilling with Jay, and not Cervenio Turner, and he was Jolene was sitting there. And he went out. Yeah, Jolene.
Shout out Queens.
He stepped outside, whatever, and this dude sat down and was just like, I was like, yo, man, like I don't think I'm an aggressive guy. I don't think generally, if you don't know me, I don't think I come off as an aggressive person. I look aggressive.
Was this before the haircut?
Before.
That's maybe.
And he's sitting down. And I go, hey, someone's sitting there. Just so you know, when they come back, like if you can just get up.
Oh, all right. I see what you're saying.
Right?
So you gave him the warning.
Yeah, it's like you sit there, whatever.
You
Just like when they come back, they just say, oh, I know who he is.
Excuse me.
No, I know who he is, and he doesn't own this fucking seat.
Yeah, white dude. It was a white dude.
Yeah, it's always a white dude.
These motherfuckers.
I'm just like, what? And he goes, he doesn't own this fucking seat. Yeah, I kind of consider him my friend, and
I kind of consider him my friend.
Yeah, I'm just like, bro, like I ain't never seen you at anything fucking before.
Did you know who he was at all?
No fucking idea.
Was he funny?
No, he went up and bombed.
What if he was a killer though?
Yeah, killing fucking air, dude. Fucking killed the fucking vibe. That's what he did. He fucking sat there, and I was like, bro. I looked at him dead in his face. I said, I don't know who the fuck you're talking to. I'm just being courteous.
Wow.
I'm just being courteous because that's someone I know who is sitting there. So like, relax, because you don't want. I said you don't want this to escalate. And then that was it.
That would have been hilarious if there was another fight at the Black Cat.
No, bro.
Dude, they would have just shut that place down. Yeah.
People don't realize though. Like,
God.
It's been
1 week since you looked at me.
No, bro. I've worked on my temper so much. I have anger issues, and
nah, I don't believe you.
I've worked on it so much. And
like recently or just in general?
I haven't been in a fight.
Good, bro. Comedy's keeping you grounded-ish.
Since what?
That's not that long. Period.
All right, that's fair.
2 years, 2.5 years.
This is a fight?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's because like the last fight I got into was a very bad situation.
All right.
And not for me. And so I learned from that. I learned, oh, you can't do this anymore because you will be arrested.
Yeah, bro. At a certain time, at a certain point in life, you're just like, I'm turning 30. There's no point.
And like I'm lucky that happened when it did.
Unless
happen.
you're wasted, and then obviously that everything you just said gets out of your fucking brain.
No, bro, and that's why I tell you. I always give. I'm straight, bro. Like not for nothing. Like I train. Like, I do jujitsu. I do kickboxing, Muay Thai, all that shit. Like
you just UFC.
I'm not worried about fighting. Like I fight every day.
That's the whole point of doing that stuff, so you can get that out of your system.
And so that's exactly why I do it. It makes me a better person. I don't feel the need to fucking go out on the street and beat the fuck out of somebody.
Have to headbutt a fucking chick in the face.
Yeah. My girl fucking got into a fight after a show. She pushed some girl in the face.
After a show? Because she was heckling you?
No. We went to a bar and then my girl wasn't even drunk. My girl doesn't really drink like that. She had one drink.
That was it.
We got halal. And it was in the halal place. This girl was arguing. I don't know if I talked about this on the pod already.
Nah, you don't have to talk to me.
But
just be like, it was a fun night.
We have. I'll wrap it up quick then.
Give me the quick spark notes.
Yeah, fucking. So we walk in the place. This dude, this Habibi, goes gets his food, and he's walking out. He bumps into a girl.
It's Habibi.
And he's just like, yo, my bad. And like, mad respectfully, and he's walking out. And she's like, yeah, it is your fucking bad. Go back to Europe.
All right, Europe. I mean, at least you said Europe,
right? And he goes, I'm not from Europe. I'm from Africa. And she goes, "Where the fuck is that?" It doesn't get old the more I say it.
Where the fuck is that?
And so they're going back and forth. My girl gets involved, of course, as women do. And she was like, "Why are you getting mad?" My girl pushed her in the face.
Oh, his girl.
No, it wasn't his girl. It was just some random girl.
Some white chick?
Yeah, that was a white chick. And my girl pushed her in the face.
People
and
just
was like,
gotta stop.
"You
bro.
fucking stupid white bitch." Da 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 da. And I'm like, "All right, we gotta get out of here." And she's like, "You're literally white." And she's like, "I'm fucking Puerto Rican, bitch. And if you come out, I'll show you what a Puerto Rican can do to a white bitch." You fucking
that LES shit is different, bro.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Like Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan.
Until they get punched in the mouth.
Yep. That is true. Or gets married. That's another one. Everyone has a plan until they get married.
Yeah, bro. You can't. One of my uncles, fucking, he's a rowdy dude, and like, he got into a fight at a Mets game and almost lost his wife after.
Okay, she was like, "You fucking crazy."
She's like, "What are you doing? You're 40 fucking years old. Why are you fighting?"
Yeah,
people?
That's the worst, bro. It's like when when the dust is settled a bit, and then the lady is like, "Hey,
yeah,
you want to talk about it?" And you're just like, "What the fuck?" And you gotta fucking have your tail between your legs, just like.
Yeah, that's why I'm happy. I haven't been in a fight in 2 years.
Good for you, bro. Keep it that way.
It's like
just keep fighting the crowd, bro.
That's how I feel about like. I'm saying, yeah, like this is how alcoholics feel about like having the sobriety coin or whatever. I'm saying.
Wait, dog,
bro, for over 10
that
years.
might be a bit, son.
No, bro.
Yes,
for real. Though, I don't even care.
That might be a bit, bro.
Maybe.
Be like, yo, like, but instead of like a sobriety, like coin, it's got to be something else, like brass knuckles or some shit. But like something.
No, dude, for real though, like
a little pair of golden gloves.
For what? 13 years of my life, I went every day with committing a felony.
All right.
And like, I haven't done that in about 2 years.
That's Long Island right there, baby.
And
Strong Island.
Like, all right. This is weird. It's weird sitting at home.
Weird being like, yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's weird just being here and not having to like do anything.
It's called growth.
It fucking sucks. Growing pains, man.
It definitely sucks. But then you find other shit to like put your energy in, you know?
That's stand up.
Stand up is a motherfucker, huh?
Stand up is a motherfucker.
Stand up has changed a lot of people's lives. For the good though.
Hopefully.
It is honestly, it's like it's whatever you put into it, you know? That's really the truth. That's really the truth.
No, but it's nice, man. You meet a lot of good people.
You do. But you also meet a lot of weird people.
Oh, yeah, dude.
What's the weirdest person you've met in this whole stand-up journey of yours in the last 2 years? Like, I want to hear, like, some shit.
I did a show. I did the Hamptons Comedy Festival in Long Island.
Okay.
And I did it twice. And so I did the show. The second time I did it, I went up after the quote-unquote oldest working female comedian in America, in the world.
In the world.
She was 98 years old.
Damn.
She went on with like a ukulele.
Did she crush?
No.
Really? They didn't even give it to her?
No, they gave it to her, but it wasn't like a... You know, like, it was just like, oh, like, you're cute.
Oh, you wanted her to, like...
It was like almost like if you went and watched a kid do, like comedy that had good jokes. You'd be like, oh, he's funny, but he's also a kid. It's like... All right, we're back. I'm talking about how I followed a 98-year-old comedian. Yeah. So I go up on the stage. First, I go up. I have 2 Modelo's in my hand. And I tell the host, I'm about stone cold. Like... Fucking
the bottles?
No, they're cans.
Okay.
Smash them and chug and like after, and then he was like, "There's a 98-year-old comedian after. Your set's not gonna go good."
After.
And so I was like, "Fuck." So I didn't do that. And there was also a giant rug, so they're like, "Please don't spill beer everywhere."
Yeah.
So I didn't do that. But I woke up with 2 Modelo's and I go, "Give it up for the oldest bitch in comedy." I give her a Modelo and I say, "Here you go, sweetheart. I'm buying you a drink. I'll call you after."
Did that crush?
It got giggles. It wasn't.
Man, so I call a 98-year-old woman a bitch.
Yeah. Because it's also like, that's just how I talk. Like, when I say bitch, like...
You're just being authentic, dog.
Yeah.
You're being authentic.
And then, I said, oh... I forgot what the fuck I said. But then, my first real joke was about school shootings.
That doesn't check.
Bombed. Ate dog shit. In like a fucking auditorium. It was probably like 150 people. I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
And I just
150.
I just did my set. It was all new shit.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Well,
it's
you
rough.
learned.
It's rough when you see bleachers and people are just like, what? Like you hear people in the,
You just hear like an echo of just like, what the fuck?
yeah. No, there was like a table of, because it was all older people. And that's not why I bombed, but like that's just the crap. There was like one table in the front of like young people who were laughing.
Yeah.
Not like hard or anything, but like they had like some fun at least during my set. But then like the rest of everyone,
That's funny.
it's like 4 people out of 150 fucking people were having a good time.
That's good.
And like I wasn't their favorite of the night either.
4 people out of 150 people having a good time.
Yeah,
At least someone had a good time
I
today.
was like, I'm playing to you, man. Yeah. No, it was fucking rough. I forget what we were talking about because we had to cut, but
But that's comedy for you, though. You got to just kind of deal with it. Go with the punches.
oh, that's not even the worst I've bombed. I feel like every comedian has like bombing stories. Like I have things that fucking haunt me.
Really?
Haunt me.
Like
Dude,
what?
I was doing the set at Governor's in Long Island, and I was maybe 2 or 3 months in. And I'm not trying to brag. when I say
Governors?
this. Yeah.
You were doing Governors at 3 months
It was a
in?
bringer show.
Okay.
And I fucking...
How many bringers do you need for that? I haven't done Governors. I like to do
So,
Governors.
it depends. This is like a separate producer.
Got it.
He's like, yeah, just bring like 2
I'd love to
people.
do Governors one day, bro.
I'm probably going to... I'm thinking about... I'm talking to someone about booking there soon. So I'll let you know.
I don't know.
Tell you about it more after the podcast. Just remind me. Fucking... I'm murdering. Very few times I will ever say I'm murdering.
Really?
And for 4.5 minutes, I'm fucking killing it. Right? And I'm just like, this set's going so well. I can do anything.
Oh, no.
Let me try this joke I wrote at work. And I
What
got
was the joke?
nervous.
You got nervous?
I got nervous and I fucked up the
Were you
wording.
sober or drunk?
I was sober. I fucked up the wording of the joke and it just sounded super racist. So
All right, let's hear it.
what I said was, we can buy colored cars but not colored people. And the actual joke...
What?
Yeah.
What?
The actual joke was, we buy... like people who own colored cars are assholes. I think they're assholes like people who own colored people. Was like the joke. And
It was just straight like, what?
and I just fucked it up.
That was your closer?
I was like, nothing go. I wrote it that day. I haven't touched it since.
That was the first time you did it.
First and only time.
You should do it again.
I probably will. But like, it was like,
That's the comic in you.
fucking just suck the air out of a room. Because like, yo, that if I worded it correctly,
Yeah.
it probably wouldn't have been funny. But it would. I forget like the follow up I had.
If you're gonna do it, you got to make sure it comes out right, and then just
when it just
let
sounds
the
like,
universe judge it.
yeah, how come we can't own black people? That sounds really bad.
At Governors, I think so.
Yeah. Well, there was one black. So the whole thing is there was one black family in the front, and then like the rest are all just white dudes, and
Did they laugh?
they all looked at the black people to see if it was okay to laugh, and then it wasn't genuinely. It wasn't a funny joke. It shouldn't have gotten laughs as it was, but the black one of the ladies at the table looks at me and goes, "What the fuck did you just say?" And I went, I didn't say it. My coworker said it. Have a great night.
That was it.
I got off stage because it was something that was said at my job when I was working for the Village of Freeport, and I was just like, "Hey, isn't that fun?" I was doing a bit about working there, and I was like, "Yeah, whatever." And fucking,
You should definitely bring it back.
I'll pull up.
You should do it at Tiny Cupboard. You should do that joke at the Tiny Cupboard.
Yeah, I had to find the fucking notebook it's written in.
Is it like a marble composition book, or what kind of notebook are you using?
Yeah.
What's your process, dog? Are you writing on stage?
Right now, yeah. All I do is write.
Oh, you try to be like Patrice. That's the thing. You try to be like
I'll
Patrice.
write like words, and then that's it.
You just write like little like bullets.
Yeah, my phone. I write out everything I'm thinking, and then I won't review it at all. I have so much tape, so much footage of me. I just don't look at, don't watch. I watched back the set from last night, and then the last tape I watched back was from like 3 months ago. Before that.
So how do you like? Do you just even like watch it to get better at all, or no?
No,
You
that
just-
one
you
I
just
watched
go on
to be like,
stage.
all right, what did I say?
All right.
Yeah, I record a lot of it. Now I just do voice memos, because I don't like the whole clip farming shit. I don't want to put my stand up on the internet.
Like recording videos, but I don't like putting them up. I just like watching the videos and just listening to it.
Yeah, I don't even watch them that much.
Excuse me.
I'll watch them only if like I had a new bit I'm really excited about, which I actually have to post something on my Instagram, which reminded me. But so
like clip farming.
So I made like 4 things for Instagram that I didn't post yet. I posted one.
They're clips.
Yeah, and it's just me talking.
You edit them yourself.
It's just me literally talking to the camera, one take Drake. Like just one take, like, hey, fucking. So I'm talking about my dad. So basically, I was talking to my girl, and she was like, oh, that's kind of funny. I was like, oh, let me record a video in that style. It's about, like, how my dad would do crackhead shit, and I didn't know he was a crackhead. I was like, yeah, like, you guys remember, like, it's like, guys, is it normal, like, when you go into abandoned buildings with your dad and take copper pipes? So it's like, every kid has that, right? And so I did that, and
Go help your dad clean the garage.
and then like the next shoot, then like I recorded like 2 more. It's just like, guys, my dad's not a crackhead. A crackhead wouldn't take his son out to steal jewelry with him, like, and like just like progressively getting
Just
more
like, it was
ludicrous.
just like a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, but no, that's like shit I did with my dad. And I did it on stage. I was like, let me see like if this is funny enough to post, because I didn't post it at the time. I went back and I just went on stage and I went, got like growing up like in like I was born in like not the best neighborhood, and then I moved to a good neighborhood, and like I was poor. Like, I didn't realize that made me poor in this fucking area, but I wasn't poor because like we moved there. I was poor because my dad fucking smoked crack and lost his job.
Yeah.
That's why I was fucking poor, and so I was like, yeah, I was just in denial, and I just did like basically the premises to those videos, and like it did relatively well, and I was like, oh, okay, so like I'm good to post these.
All right.
And I don't give a fuck about posting them now. It did so well. I'm just like, I don't even want to post this shit. I want this to be my act. Like,
Okay. You should.
yeah, no, it is.
There's
It's
something
going
there.
in.
There's
I'm gonna work
something
it
there.
out this week, and I'm gonna do it. So I have 2 spots at Broadway this week. I'm doing
What time?
the 10:30 show or 11:30 show on Saturday, and then I have on Sunday I'm opening for my friend's game show, the Hamburger Club. It's like Comedy
I
Jeopardy.
heard about that. I heard the hamburger or something.
So what they do, it's like it's Jeopardy, but like it gives you categories and you pick a number or whatever, and it gives you a premise for a joke, and then you make a joke about it, more or less. And then if you get a laugh, you get the points.
Gotcha.
And then like there's 2 rounds. You go past the first round, you're in the second round. You can win $100 if you win.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's like a $10 sign up.
That's cool.
It's basically, it's a good time. It's a good time. It's
I
fun.
like that. It's not a bad idea.
Like, you can sign up if you want, but so I'm doing that. I'm doing 10 minutes there, and so I'm gonna fucking do it at that spot.
That's cool.
But fucking this won't be out until after that.
That's good.
But fucking no, I was like, this shit worked great. Well,
Just keep doing
forgot what I was talking about because I'm hammered.
it.
But
You hammered?
oh,
You blitzed?
I'm not blitzed, but
You blitzkrieg?
6 drinks in. I had 3 before you came here. What, 3 on camera?
Are the heavy pours too?
This one isn't. The other ones were. Because what?
You got to drive home. How much was the whole thing? How much was it? Ooh, good for you.
Yeah, too much.
Gin and tonic.
I'm not a gin drinker.
Give my boy a gin and tonic. He'll fucking polish it off.
I'm tequila.
What kind of tequila?
Patron Casamigos. I don't like Don Julio.
You
Don
like
Julio makes
silver?
me sick. Blanco.
You like that blanco? You don't like the reposado, the añejo shit? That
Nah.
gets you sick?
I have Patron.
The Clase
I have
Azul.
mezcal in the fridge.
Mezcal's nice.
Freezer.
Tired. I got wasted off mezcal in Mexico. I was just in Mexico for a bachelor party, like literally a few weeks ago. And actually, you know what's funny?
You cheat on your wife?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't.
No, dude. You know what's crazy, bro? Like, I didn't know that that's what bachelor parties were meant for.
Yeah, I didn't think that's what they were for either.
I didn't know that.
I heard stories about from comics actually, because none of my friends are really married like that.
No, but it's like, since when was bachelor parties like? Oh, you get the hall pass.
Yeah, no,
I didn't know that.
I don't.
No one told me that. My wife didn't tell me that.
I don't agree with it.
I didn't know that. Like, just tell me that that's what bachelor parties were for. I thought it was just I'm hanging out with the boys.
Yeah, that's what it should be. Because listen, I don't agree.
So then why call it bachelor party? I'm just hanging out with the boys. But the thing is, like, okay, so I tell people, oh, I was just in such and such for a bachelor party. They're like, oh. I was like, what was that about?
Yeah.
I was literally chilling by the pool again. I ate mushrooms. I was cooked.
Yeah, that's what you would think.
I was relaxing.
I didn't know bachelor parties.
My boys
like
that were single on the show, I mean, they were the ones that were fucking putting their dick in fucking in holes, everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's on them.
There's a hole in the bathroom, guys.
They're putting their fucking heads in the hole like a fucking ostrich. Like, I don't care. Like, that's what you gotta do when you're single. You just fucking get all the chlamydia you can.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it happens. But like the thing is, like,
I've never gotten it. I'm a good guy.
I'm like hanging out. Like, I'm hanging out in Mexico. Like, that's it. It's like a Z pack. You chill. It's just like, you know, like the strep throat. It's a strep throat of the urethra.
Yeah.
It's a strep throat of the urethra. That's all it is. You know when you get like pink eye and your eyes, like your eyelids like start like gluing together.
That's what happens to your cock.
That's what happens to your cock when you're on chlamydia. Your shit starts getting.
When you're on chlamydia.
Hi. This is your brain on chlamydia. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, I've never gotten nothing.
When you fucking when your
been-
boxers get glued to your dick because it's just
Nope,
like
never had that.
it will though. Don't worry about it.
Nope, I have a
If
girlfriend.
you have
so
hand
that won't.
tattoos, you will get chlamydia. Yes or no?
Nope, me never. No, real talk. I've never had nothing.
Nothing but demons.
I'm not a hoe like that. I'm a Charlie guy.
Have you had more fights than more STDs?
I've never had any STDs. I've had more fights than I've had sexual partners.
You're the real one, man.
I've had more more street fights.
We're the opposite. I've
Then-
had more sexual encounters than fist fights.
Oh, for sure. Like, no question about it.
No question about it. And what's
I've
crazy
been
is
in
that
over 100.
how many
street
times can you tell like, off the top of your head, like how many times do you think you've had sex sober?
fights. Almost.
I
Yeah, most
didn't
of
start having sober sex till I got married. How crazy is that?
That's bad. That's bad.
It's pretty weird. It is weird, right? That's not even a premise. That's like legit. That's like for real.
Yeah.
I was talking to my friend about this years ago too. Before I ever got married, before I started dating before I married my wife. Because I had a homegirl who was like literally the only girl that I had that was a friend, and I never clapped or
Yeah.
anything.
I have
like
a
that.
girl friend like
And
that.
she was like, "Yo, like, have you ever had sex like sober?" I was like, "No, never." I was like, I mean, I've jerked off sober, but never had sex sober. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the craziest part. And then, like, yeah, dude, it's
Yo,
like,
actually, now that I think about it, the time I quote unquote lost my virginity, I was drunk.
yeah.
Yeah, this is a funny story. I've never told this. Fucking, I got hammered with like my first girlfriend ever, and I thought we were having sex. It didn't go in, but I came. I like just rubbed it against it for like fucking
It's all right,
10
bro.
minutes.
It felt nice though, right?
I was like, oh my god, and then like,
She's like, I'm still wearing my jeans.
no, we were naked. We were on the top shelf of my bunk bed. You know, we were getting busy.
I respect that.
But
Was it a metal bunk bed or a wooden one?
wooden.
Oh, the dunk, dunk,
Wood.
dunk, dunk, dunk. The metal ones is too crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, they don't want to hear all that squeaking stuff.
But nah, I was like, yeah. I'm
The
like,
top bunk?
yeah.
What is this, fucking prison, bro?
And whatever. I was like, you come?
You know what? Now that I think about it,
Uh,
it's kind of sad that I never had like.
but then like when I
sober
actually
sex.
lost my virginity, it was sober.
Even like when you wake up the next morning after a bender at work.
Yeah, he says it like it's normal. No, he fucks his coworkers. I don't fuck my coworkers.
You mean like at work, like in the office? Oh no! I used
you're
I used
talking
to
about very specific things.
so
man.
like when I did because I grew up. So I grew up in a 2-bedroom apartment with like 7 people. So like it was impossible to me to bring anyone back.
Yeah.
So like I used to go upstairs on the rooftop and I was just like all that stuff, right? But one time my mom caught me. She walked in and I was fucking like sucking some chick's titties on the couch, and
Yeah.
it was like I tried playing it off. I tried shoving her in the closet. And my mom is like, "Who the fuck is that?" I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah. Yo, my
And
mom.
that girl ended up being like a schizophrenic, like crazy chick that was like she was one of these girls that
the
was
ones
like,
that are down to hide in the closet usually are.
yeah. She
if you're fucking a girl and you go, get in my closet now, someone's coming.
I was young. I was like 16 or whatever, and she was like probably 15 or so,
Yeah.
and she ended up getting like I stopped. Like that was like the last time I ever
Yeah.
hung out with her, but like she was like knocked up like probably a few months after that by some random dude. I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
clap.
right.
I didn't clap, but I was clapping back in the day.
You ever have
young.
to?
I was clapping.
I was
young.
14. But
Young, bro. I was like the first time I ever got topped off was in 7th grade by a Haitian girl, and that's why I love black women.
yeah,
Because black women.
I have a thing about getting ghosted by a Haitian girl.
In 2007.
Pre-earthquake Haitian.
2007. No, I'm sorry. 2003. That's when I was getting. 2003. Think about hip hop music in that era.
Yeah.
It was the best time, right? Tip Drill, Nelly, all that shit. All they had was chicks.
Yo, Country
fat
Grammar
asses.
is a great album.
Country Grammar is the best album. I bought that shit at Target when I was a kid. Because it was only like videos of bitches twerking, and so it was always black women, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
black women.
dude, I grew up watching BET, and my dad would come home and be like, "You can't watch this," and turn it off. It's like it's the Bernie Mac show. What do you mean I can't watch this? It's like it's Malcolm in the Middle for black people. Why can't I fucking watch this?
Yeah, dude, it's.
But for
I love
real,
it, bro.
that-
But when you grow up in New York too, like that hip hop shit is just different. It's just different. Like Long Island too, probably was insanity.
yeah, there weren't a lot of black girls in my school, but like
I went to an all boys high school. That was the worst part.
went
But
to
we had an
public.
all girls school up the street that they used to come to our school. We used to go to their school, and it was like because I went to school in Flushing.
Okay.
Man, I'm thinking about it now. That was a good time. I went to
Yeah.
Holy Cross High School.
Okay.
No, it used to be an all boys. Now
Yeah,
it's
I've heard
co-ed.
about it.
But they used to be like St. Francis Prep was like the biggest like co-ed school.
And then St. Mary's.
And then St. Mary's in Long Island, but that was way too deep. But St. Mary's high, like Long Island high schools, like Catholic schools, Catholic high schools in Long Island had the baddies, but they were just so bratty, you know? Like it was just they had money.
Yeah. To go to a private school, you
That's
gotta
true.
have money.
In Long Island for sure, you gotta have money.
Property tax, which includes your schools already.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Where's Chaminade? How far is that?
It's in
Oh.
Park.
Oh, it's New Hyde
Oh.
Park.
Yeah.
What about
Sorry if I asked you
What's the other one? It was
something.
Kellenberg. Was that one? That was a co-ed
That's
one.
like East Meadow, Oniondale.
Baddies, right?
It's Oniondale.
Uniondale.
Oniondale.
Uniondale has some crazy motherfuckers too.
Yeah.
I remember Roosevelt. What's Roosevelt High School? Where's that?
That's in between Freeport and
Psychos.
Hempstead.
I used to have some people.
Roosevelt's the. I don't care. Everyone's like Hempstead's the worst part. In
Roosevelt's
the worst.
I heard Roosevelt was crazy.
Roosevelt's the worst, bro. The government took over their school.
Yeah, because chicks are getting pregnant all the time, right?
Roosevelt's the worst place on.
I remember that because there used to be kids in that I played with at Nassau. They were like, "Yo, Roosevelt's crazy." So I would always see like mad like MS-13 kids with the high fade and the long ass ponytail going. I was like, "Oh, that's some I'm good, bro." And with the tall tees, the black and white tee and like the beads on. I'm like, I don't have no problems going.
Like
there, bro.
Uniondale was like middle class.
The
Like,
thing
it just
was like,
happened to be black.
The thing was like when I went to college in Long Island, it just felt like at the time, like it still felt like Long Island was stuck in like 2004 or 2008 era, and I was like, "Yo, what's going on?"
Bro,
out
like
here?
I didn't know anything was offensive until 2020. Until the George Floyd shit popped off, I was like, wait, hold on. We can't say any of this now?
It's a different world now.
No, for real. none of that shit was ever like viewed as problematic on Long Island.
Didn't view it as a problem.
Bro, like growing up, how we grew up though.
Nah, we were well aware.
I was not.
I think a lot of us were.
We were well aware.
Well, considering someone said something in Atlantic City and almost got killed.
Atlantic City stories are always fun.
But I knew why it was a problem.
Yeah.
I wasn't surprised that this was not a problem.
Oh.
Surprised, I just didn't know who I was talking
Yeah. It's an off-camera conversation.
Damn. McKeeb's.
Yeah.
Nacho Mamas. Did you ever hear about Nacho?
Alright, we're back. It's not offensive, guys.
I used to have a shorty up north. It's been fun, man. That's how you know the bars have been crazy when the camera dies like that. How many is that? You might have to make it 7. The vibes are immaculate in Queens, bro. I'm happy to be back in Queens, man. One stop away from being away from my... I should call my parents. I'm like a block away from my house. You know what's crazy? My dad... Now it's time. This is for the Patreon. Yo, my dad... Hello, Patriots. Dude, my dad talking about he was going to put in his letter of resignation at work to like today. And he was telling me... He told me... You heard that? Run that back.
We have one good podcast. It just all falls to shit at the
Bro, no pun intended. Dude, my dad on Sunday, so my sister calls me, she's, yo, our dad is gonna put in his letter of resignation on Wednesday. And I'm like, what? That's crazy. Whatever. And then I hang up the phone. I turn on, I go on to the HBO because I'm trying to watch White Lotus, the season finale. And I noticed that, oh shit, the login doesn't work. And I'm using my dad's login, and my sister's like, "Yo, you should call him." And I'm like, "I should call him to tell him about his job, right?" And I'm like, "Yo, how's everything going?" He's like, "Yeah, not too bad. I'm going to put in my letter of resignation on Wednesday." Blah blah blah. I'm like, that's crazy. Hey, did you change the password for? I was like, I really want to watch the finale. He's like, what? I was like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna call you back. So I hung up, and then I ended up just getting like the free trial because I felt bad. Yeah, nah, dude. But the finale was on Sunday. I heard it was an hour and a half. So I ended up hanging up, and I just got the trial, and I watched the finale, and I was like, maybe I should have never called my dad. I should just let it chill. He was like, what'd you say? I was like, yeah, my bad. I'm gonna call you back. He was like, I'm quitting my job. I was like, that's crazy. Did you change the password for the? Oh my god, I feel like a fucking complete scumbag. This is fun though. I respect. You see, I didn't mean for this to go down that lane, but you know what? No, I'm not. The gin is making you think of this.
I looked him up because like the bit I was working on. Fucking, he got arrested in 2013. I was like, what the fuck?
How's that make you feel?
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
We all give a fuck.
Someone who's not in my life matters to me.
You say that, but like, Lionel Messi's not in my life, and he matters to me.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
He does jujitsu. George St. Pierre?
You said Messi.
Nah, I didn't say Messi. I said George St. Pierre.
Did he? No, he did.
Oh, in Long Island. He's Henzo, right? He's a Henzo guy.
Yeah, that's where I got the
Fuck yeah, dude. Isn't Weidman from that gym too? Aljo went to my school. We went to Cortland. I went to Cortland with him. I used to wrap ice on his shoulder because I was an athletic trainer at school. How funny is that? That's all I got. Nice kid, but I never really like hung out with him. I just never did. You know he's got like titanium neck. His neck is fused.
Yeah, he got surgery.
And then won the belt after that. That motherfucker's a beast. Shout out to Aljo. Shout out to SUNY Cortland. Red Dragons. I don't know what that fucking was. That was whack.
You sure you're not the white one anymore?
Nah, I'm deaf.
That was the whitest shit I've ever seen you do.
I'm black from the waist down.
White thing people say. White people always go, yeah, I'm like,
I'm back from the waist down. That's hack, right?
It's hack.
Have you ever gone to damn, what's that pizzeria around here?
Yo, you know it used to be fire.
You vegan?
Yeah.
I didn't even know this guy. I would have never came if this guy was vegan, dog.
But fucking, it used to be the best pizza in all of New York. Outstanding.
Two boots?
No. Two Boots sucked. Two Boots pizza that was fucking horrendous. Fucking New Park Pizza, Howard Beach.
Oh,
Fucking
slaps?
They changed owners and a bunch of shit. But
the mafia.
it's Howard Beach. What do you think?
Hey, Howard Beach, how's your peach?
How's your fish good deal? All right?
Yeah, there you go. Hey, Joey Bag of Donuts. How you doing?
Yeah. I'll grab your girl by a moisty dells and tell her what's up. What's that?
Marron. I know a bunch of. I grew up with a bunch of Italians in high school. All Howard Beach kids. Nah, this is LWO, bro. Latino World Order.
Trump's America. No, all right. We'll cut it.
Clip it.
Clip it.
You got bagels?
Buds and bagels.
I like that little the blue coffee cup. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what some of the weed comes in.
Oh, is that weed? I thought it was like Play-Doh. I thought it was a Play-Doh thing.
No, there's no weed in there. There's a display copy. That's nice. But,
Oh, this is a weed shop.
yeah, it's a weed.
I thought this was an actual like
Open up weed infused bagels for Brooklyn, coming.
weed infused bagels.
Yeah. Hit them up, follow them on Buds and Bagels, follow Nico DeGallo 13.
DeGallo, PIKO 13.
See, you look at me, I'm good.
Come see me. I'll be performing at the local synagogue.
Yep, me too. I'll be there. Where my Gish Kabibbles at?
Ashkenazi Jews. I didn't say that.
Okay. I didn't know that.
What is that? What is it? What's the word?
Gish Kabibble?
Yish.
Someone told me that means acid.
Hasidic.
Acidic Jew.
What the hell's it? I know. Why do people say Hasidic? Is that how you say it? Is that the correct term to say it? Yeah, but like, why do people say Hasidic? Isn't it Hasidic?
Oh, I was just saying like a Hasid.
Ha. I got in a fight once with an Orthodox Jew because.
How did that go?
So I grew up in like right here. I grew up in Kew Gardens, but they used to call it Jew Gardens.
Yeah.
So all my like my close friends growing up were like
When they were Jews,
Bu- Buharian Jews, like Russian Jews and like crazy dudes. Yeah, exactly. So one of the dudes I got in a fight with once, we fought in an elevator. Like it was like a fucking Mexican stand. Like, you know, like Mexican boxers, they put their foot in the tire. And we fought in a fucking elevator because his name was Shlomo. His name was Shlomo, and we were outside playing, and his dad yelled out the window like, "Hey, Shalamo!" Like that's how you say it in that language. And I was like, "Yo, is your name Shalamo? I'm over here calling you Shlomo." And then for some reason, I was just calling him like Shamu or some bullshit. I was stupid. I was a young kid. But he had the flag football, the Jewish, like the graduate gown, like, you know, like the things, the little cords. Yeah, the tassels. I used to call them the flag football tassels. Like, and he used to get so mad at me. But it wasn't anything crazy. But we got in a fight because I was making fun of his name, and we literally fought in the elevator, and it was probably one of the craziest fights that ever happened. No one won. That's how crazy it was. You know, we stopped because we got tired. We got lumped up. We got lumped up, and we were hitting ourselves so hard that we didn't know if we were getting punched in the face or we were just hitting our heads on the wall of the elevator. Yeah, yo, you good? All right, then we just like, yeah, like, yo, we good? You want to? It's like, yo, you want to go to Danny's Pizza? like that's what it was. But I fuck with the Jews. Holla at me. Respect the Jewish community. This Shabbos? I think I'm going to Grove 34 on this Shabbos. There's a new mic I Grove 34 on Friday. It's called Fun Mug. Have you heard of this? That's a riff mic where like two comics go on stage and everyone puts like some shit in a bucket and then you have to like pull up. It's on Fridays at 6 p.m. And in Astoria, we can get fucking lit after.
10-minute drive. 15 minutes.
They call me John Morant right there, bro. Never. Never. Never.
All right.
Maybe.
Patriots. This is the next show. Maybe I'll drink to that when you get the guy. Check him out. Got a lot of shit coming up. He's famous.
Gabagool.
Worldwide.
I'm not famous. I'll see you at Governor's Island one day. Whatever it's called.
Guantanamo Bay.
Harold and Kumar.
Galapagos over here.
I'm not Ecuadorian, but I respect it.